Welcome back to Rosten's Review. My name is Mr. Rosten. A pleasure to be here with you. We are on episode 10. So I know I've been gone for a few weeks, and I apologize. There were some things going on at home that were out of my control, but we're back, and we're ready to talk about what we did this week in social studies. So we are in the middle of ancient Egypt, and we're focusing on our historical investigation question number 2, which is, were the Egyptian pharaohs wise investors or wasteful spenders? So as we're looking through ancient Egypt, so far we've gone through the geography, we've gone through the religion, we've gone through the social hierarchy, okay? And we've learned how religion has a major impact on ancient Egyptians, which leads us to the building of the pyramids. So we started out with some station work. We learned about 4 different things about the pyramids: where they're located, how they were constructed and how big they are, artifacts inside of them, and who's buried inside besides the pharaohs. So we took a look at all those things, and we came to the conclusion that pyramids were built for religious reasons, which is okay, which is good. So we've come to that conclusion, which then leads us into mummification. Now, mummification is the process of embalming a body and then putting it into a sarcophagus, and then it is put into a tomb inside of the pyramids. So for mummification today, and we'll go and take a look at what we did today. Sorry. Okay, so we did pyramids, why they were built, how did they affect ancient Egyptians, why did pyramids provide, what pyramids provided for ancient Egyptians, the relationship between religion and were they wise investment or wasteful investment, okay? So we did that. And then today we learned about the actual process of mummification. So we did some inferencing today. We inferenced on what these different items were that they used in the mummification process. We then performed the mummification process on a website, and we mummified our friend Seneb, if you remember. Okay, so we did all that. We mummified Seneb, and then we revised our knowledge. We revised our knowledge. And I'm back. Hi. We revised our knowledge on mummification, on what all those items were. So we learned about the metal hooks and how they put it through the nose to take out the brain. We learned about removing the organs like the liver and the lungs and the intestines. And we learned how they put them in canopic jars. Then we learned about how they stuff the body with natron and cover it fully with natron to absorb all the moisture away. We then learned about how they cover the body in resin, right? And then they wrap it once with linen. Then they put the amulets up and down the sternum, and then they wrap it again. They put on the mummy mask, so that way people will be able to identify them in the afterlife. And then they put them in their mummy case, which then goes into the sarcophagus, which has the Eye of Horus on it, so that way they can see outside of the walls. So we did that. We learned about the process of mummification. And then we know that these sarcophaguses are located in the actual pyramids. Okay? So we did all that. Next week, we're going to continue our look at mummification. We're going to read a secondary source on mummification and some of the costs and who actually performed the ceremonies. We're then going to look at King Tutankhamun and his tomb. Oops, sorry, I'm going to put you on mute for 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. As most of you know, oh, never mind. Okay, and I'm back. Sorry about that. So next week, we're going to look at mummification again. We're going to take a look at King Tut's tomb to see what an example of a pharaoh's tomb is. We're then going to meet some different pharaohs. And yeah, that's it for next week. So you didn't have any homework, which was good. I've got a ton of grading to do, so I'm going to be doing that this weekend and early next week. I hope you guys learned a lot this week. So just to kind of recap what we did this week. 1, pyramids. We learned that pyramids were made from natural resources, right? We learned that they were built in the north because it was flat and they had a lot of natural resources. Sandstone and tin and copper and granite to make these beautiful big structures. We learned they use the inclined plane, right, to actually build the pyramids. And then we learned about the different activities at the actual pyramids. You know, besides pharaohs being buried there, we learned that, you know, Egyptians would go there to pray to the gods, would pray to the pharaohs, to make sacrifices. And we learned that about mummification this week and how to actually mummify somebody. So it was a good week this week. You guys should be proud of yourselves. We're halfway through the HIQ number 2. The next 2 weeks, we're going to finish this up. We got a fishbowl debate coming up, which is super exciting. It's going to be cross-cluster, so we're going to be with 6-2 and 6-3 for that, which is awesome and really exciting, and I'm really, really excited for that. And that's really it. That's all we did this week. So it may not seem like a lot, but we really did. What's up, 4 viewers in the chat? How y'all doing? I hope you're all doing well. And that's all I got for you this week. So again, we did pyramids and mummification, and we're trying to figure out whether or not they are a wise investment or wasteful spending. And I think I know which way some of you are leading right now, but just you wait. Hopefully we're going to change some minds next week and the week after. So we'll have some strong debates, okay? Nothing major on the agenda as far as the cluster goes. Remember to get in your field trip permission slips. Make sure mom and dad or parent or guardian takes care of that for you next week and get it to the person in charge. I won't say her name live all over the internet because I don't want to do that. But make sure you bring it in and get those in. That's all I got for you this week. So remember, this weekend, take a deep breath, recharge the batteries, be safe, don't be stupid, and I'll see you all on Monday with this bright smiling face, ready and raring to go for more mummification and King Tut's tomb, which I'm also super excited about. All right, guys, I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you all next week. Peace.